Poor old man comes to the door and politely asks, "Excuse me, does Mr. Thomas live here?" The arrogant woman replies coldly, "Oh, there's no need to knock. He is my husband. What do you want with him?" The poor old man says, "I found this bag with some valuable items inside, and this address was attached to it. That's why I came to return it to you. Please take it." The arrogant woman takes the bag from the old man and says harshly, "Don't come any closer." And she starts to close the door. The old man quickly says, "No, no. Please wait." The rude woman snaps, "What do you want now?" and suddenly throws a glass of water on him. The poor old man asks sadly, "Why did you do that, ma'am?" "I just wanted to ask for a little food." The arrogant woman replies with disgust, "There is food here, not for people like you." At that moment, her husband comes and asks, "Jane, can someone tell me what's going on here? And who is this man?" The rude wife replies, "He's a homeless man. He brought this bag and says it belongs to you." The husband takes the bag and says, "Oh, thank you very much, sir. Look, Jane, my phone is inside." He didn't even touch anything. Then he says to the old man, "Please come inside and have something to eat." As the poor old man starts to enter, the wife says to her husband, "He's a homeless man, and he probably hasn't even taken a bath." The husband responds firmly, "I don't like the way you're talking to him. He is my special guest, and he will come inside." When the poor old man walks in, the rude woman's facial expression changes. The old man sits at the dining table. The arrogant woman brings a small amount of food and says sarcastically, "Wow, you're really rude, aren't you? Sitting at the table without being invited." The poor old man replies politely, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean any disrespect." The rude woman scoffs, "Oh, please, what manners can I expect from a homeless man?" The husband steps in and asks, "Can you tell me why you're treating him like this?" The wife answers, "Oh, John, he's very rude. He's dirty and sat down without even washing his hands." The husband says calmly, "That's no reason to be disrespectful. Now tell me, what is this? You know we treat our special guests with respect. Please bring cutlery for him." The wife responds angrily, "John, are you serious? Do you really want me to use my cutlery to feed him?" The husband replies, "You never change, do you? Fine. If you don't want to bring yours, then bring mine, the special one." The poor old man says nervously, "Sir, please forgive me, but I'm feeling uncomfortable. I think I should leave." The kind-hearted man replies, "No, sir, please stay. I need your help to teach my wife a lesson." The old man answers, "All right, I don't want to cause any problems between you two, but if you want my help, I'll stay." The arrogant wife says, "Oh, John, it's time for him to leave. He has eaten enough." The husband responds, "Wait, Jane, I want to share a part of my story with you." The wife says, "Oh, John, you're not going to tell our story to a stranger, are you?" The husband says firmly, "Stop it. You're talking as if he's not even here." Then he says to the old man, "Sir, would you believe me if I told you that my wife and I once lived on the streets ourselves?" The old man replies in shock, "Really? That's hard to believe. I'd like to hear more." The kind man explains, "Sir, my wife and I once owned a company, but it failed. Unfortunately, we had to live on the streets for a few months. Thank God, I was given another chance, and today, we are here. After everything we went through, I don't like looking down on people. Now please tell me your story." The poor old man says, "Our stories are quite similar. During the pandemic, I worked in the transportation business. I owned several vehicles and used to travel all over the United States. After the pandemic, everything stopped. I faced many losses, had to pay heavy taxes, and eventually went bankrupt. After that, I ended up on the streets, and I'm still there. I've tried hard to get out, but it's not easy." The kind man replies, "I understand your situation, but today is your lucky day, because my company needs someone with your experience and profile." Then he asks his wife, "What do you say, Jane?" The wife replies softly, "You're right, John." Then she turns to the old man and says, "Sir, I apologize for my behavior. Sometimes I forget my past, and no one deserves to be treated like that." The poor old man replies kindly, "I understand you, ma'am. Every hardship has a purpose, and it's our duty to help people like this. Thank you for understanding." The woman says, "And I promise I will follow your advice." If you liked the video, please like, comment, and share.